Okay, so in this video, I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step process I would use to make $10,000 a month with TikTok Shop Lives. And I mean literally everything from getting your account set up to finding winning products on TikTok Shop and even how to write a script that's going to convert your viewers into buyers, okay? I'm going to pretty much show you how to show up on live in a way that's going to make people want to buy from you, right? So this is going to be a full course, and of course, it's completely free, right? It's pretty much built on the exact same framework I used to go from being a college kid who was just posting TikTok Shop videos that pretty much nobody cared about to hitting $30, $40, and even $50,000 a month while only streaming just 2 or 3 hours a day from my phone, okay? Now, real quick, before we get into it, I do want to be upfront with you before we get into this, because most people who are telling you to start posting on TikTok Shop are teaching you to post videos, right, and not lives. And they're pretty much telling you you have to post more videos, you have to find a better hook, and you have to go viral consistently, right? Look, videos can work. And I've personally made tens of thousands of dollars a month with just videos, but in the current state of being in 2026, with all the competition on TikTok Shop and more people trying to start TikTok Shop, right now they're slow, they're unpredictable, and you're going to be constantly chasing the next hit. So if you have one bad week, your income is going to disappear. And I have experienced that firsthand, which is exactly why I moved over to selling on TikTok Shop Lives and why I teach to that as well, right? So the reason I'm so convinced on this is because I've seen this work, obviously not just for me, but also for complete beginners who have literally zero experience, okay? And these beginners made money on their first ever live ever. Try to find me someone who made a video and they made money on their first ever video. It's really hard to find, but with lives, you're about to see, we see it time and time again. Bryant was a college student. He was working at Dollar Tree making $400 every 2 weeks. And on his first ever TikTok Shop live stream, he made $178. And I literally said first live, as you guys can see right there. A little bit under $200, okay? So before that, he'd already been posting videos on TikTok Shop since July, and that's 2 whole months. And in the span of those 2 months, he made $200 total. That's not in a week. That's not in 2 months. That's the total amount of money he made, right? And in his first live as a student of mine, he made $210 in profit, okay? That's day 1. And by day 12, he was sitting at 2.5K in pure profit that he took home, okay? And that's exactly what live selling does for beginners that videos simply just cannot do. Because at the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why, and you're also going to understand exactly how to do it yourself. So let's just get straight into it, right? First of all, why are lives better than videos, right? Before we get into the actual process, I want you to understand why we're doing lives and not videos, because this is pretty much the foundation for everything else that follows in this video, okay? When you're doing videos, you're essentially playing the content creation game. You have to learn how to edit a video. You have to learn hook psychology. You have to nail your pacing. You have to get good at all these different skills, right? And even if you do all of this stuff right, you're still at mercy of the algorithm. So one day, the algorithm could decide to not push your video out, and just like that, your video is not going to make you money and you're going to make $0 on the entire day. So you're pretty much playing a lottery game, right? And the thing is, lives are completely different. On a live, you're not going to be competed with any edited content. You're selling in real time, which means as soon as someone scrolls past your live, they stop and they can watch it for literally 30 seconds. As long as you're saying the right things with the right energy, they're going to buy right there and instantly on the spot, right? So there's no waiting for a video to go viral or for 2 days to pass so that your video actually starts getting views. There's no algorithm lottery at all. You just show up, you sell on lives, and you get paid. It's as simple as that, okay? And the thing that nobody talks about is not only are lives a lot less competitive than videos, because 95% of affiliates on TikTok Shop are already posting videos, while less than 5% of them are going live. There's also a way lower barrier to entry because you don't have to know how to edit. You don't have to know how to make a viral hook. You don't have to have camera presence. You really just need 3 things, which we're going to go over, okay? You need a winning product, a couple hours a day, and you need a winning script, of course. And that's it. That's the whole process you need. And I'm going to walk you through pretty much how to get all 3 of these in this exact video. But first, let's make sure you can actually get on TikTok Shop in the first place. Because to be on TikTok Shop, you need to have an account with 5,000 followers. And if I'm being honest, I feel like everyone overcomplicates this process. It takes me literally 24 hours to grow my accounts to 5K. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do that using ads, okay? So first things first, just for some proof, I spent $9 on this ad, as you guys can see, and I gained almost 4,000 followers, okay? So here's the exact process you can copy of mine to get to 5,000 followers in usually 1 to 2 days max, okay? First things first, you're gonna recreate this video I'm about to show you and post it on your account, okay? You're gonna go in the mirror and you're gonna do the exact same thing I'm doing in this video, but just for yourself. That's it. You're gonna put text on the screen that says, I just wanna start TikTok Shop already, frown emoji, and then you're also gonna write another piece of text at the bottom that just just says, help me get to 5K. Once you do that, you're just going to post that video on the account that you want to grow to 5,000 followers, okay? Now, once that video is posted, all you have to do is follow my exact settings that I'm about to show you right here. So you're going to go to the video that you have posted, and you're going to press this 3 dots right here, okay? The 3 dots right there, you're going to press on that, and you're going to see increase views. Hit increase views, and from there, it's going to allow you to press on more followers. So make sure you have more followers selected, and then from there, it's going to allow you to create your own audience. This is important. We do not want to use the default audience. We always want to make our own audience. And from here, you can follow my exact settings. So the gender, you're going to leave as all. The ages, you're going to leave the same way they are right now. The interest, you don't have to select any of these. The only thing you're going to change when you're making your custom audience is the locations. You're going to use Bangladesh, Costa Rica, Algeria, Haiti, and Egypt. You can take a screenshot of this if you want to. And as soon as you do that, you're going to run the ad. I usually do anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks in ad spend per day. And as soon as you do that, your account will be at 5,000 followers very shortly. Make sure you follow these settings correctly. Otherwise, the ad will not work properly. Okay. Now, the goal here is literally just to get to 5K as fast as possible so we can get into TikTok Shop and start making money, obviously. And most of my students are going to get there within 2 to 3 days of running ads, okay? So once you're in TikTok Shop and you have an account that's 5,000 followers or above and it's already in the program, here's the step 1, okay? You have to find a winning product, okay? And I'm going to say this clearly, product is literally king. The number one most important lever you can pull in order to make money on TikTok Shop is product selection. It's literally 80% of the game, especially on TikTok Shop Lives, okay? You can have the best script, the best energy, the best setup, but if your product is wrong, you are going to struggle, okay? But if you have the right product, even if you're below average on live, you can still convert and get sales, okay? And there's gonna be 2 frameworks I follow in order to find winning products. And I've actually used both of these frameworks to make a lot of money, as you guys can see right here, okay? So I've used both of these. You can pick whichever one works for you, and I'm gonna show you both, okay? The first one is called Proof of Concept. This is definitely the more beginner-friendly model, and here's exactly how to get into it, okay? You're gonna open up TikTok, you're gonna go to the live tab specifically, and you're gonna start scrolling. All you're looking for is someone who's on a live right now and selling a product that's sitting above 50 or more viewers. If they're sitting above 50 viewers, they're probably doing pretty good, right? As soon as you find them, you're going to sit in their live for 5 minutes. And the one thing you're going to do while you're in there is how many units have actually been sold, right? Because TikTok will show you this on the screen. You can see exactly how many units another creator is selling, okay? So if you're seeing them get consistent sales, that's your proof of concept. That's exactly what proof of concept means. It's already proven to work for another person. And if the product is working for that person right now, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to out execute them, okay? So from there, all you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself one question. How can I do exactly what they're doing, but better? And here's the 3 main levers you can pull. You can A, have a better setup, B, have better energy, or C, have a better script than them, okay? But that's pretty much the proof of concept framework because someone has already done all the hard work for you by finding a product that's gonna convert viewers into buyers. You just have to come in now and simply do it better, right? Moving on, we have framework number 2, the golden egg product framework. Now, this is definitely a little bit more advanced, but this exact framework allowed me to make over $10,000, as you can see right here, from literally just one product, okay? And the idea is actually very simple. All you're doing is you're looking for a product where the perceived value is way higher than the actual price on TikTok Shop, right? The best example I can give you is projectors, okay? The same kind of projector you normally see in Target or Best Buy, they normally go for, as you can see, $200 to $300 in Best Buy, right? Now, the thing is, on TikTok Shop, it was listed for $32 with free shipping, as you can see right here. So it's way cheaper on TikTok Shop, right? So as soon as someone scrolls past my live, they're going to see the projector and they're going to think it's worth over $200, right? I'm selling it for just $32 though. It's just $32 on my stream, right? So that's a 5 to 10x perceived value multiplier, which is an easy buy for the customer, okay? The question you have to ask yourself is, would I pay for this if I saw it in a store? The reason these projectors do super good on TikTok Shop is because a viewer scrolling by on their For You page, and they automatically have this preconceived notion that projectors are gonna be like $200 to $300 in normal stores. So as soon as they see that for 30 bucks on TikTok Shop, it's the easiest buy in the world, right? So if that number is significantly higher than what is listed for on TikTok Shop, you have found a winner. And it's as simple as that. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend the proof of concept framework, and then you can move on to the golden egg product framework once you've gotten used to TikTok Shop and you found your footing. Okay, both have worked. I've used both. Just pick one to start and run with it. Okay, moving on. You guys know how important having a winning product is, but you cannot ignore the fact that if you do not have a high converting script, it's going to be really hard to convert your viewers into buyers. Okay, so we need to have a script that's actually going to sell the product. Okay, and a lot of people do actually skip this step, but there is a reason that pretty much all of the top TikTok Shop live streamers use a script, and so should you. Okay, so pretty much they think they can just wing it on live. They think they can just talk about the product and sales will come as they're freestyling it, but that's not necessarily how it goes, which is again why pretty much every top streamer on TikTok Shop uses a script. It's going to be what separates the people making 1K a month from the people making 10K a month and beyond, okay? And here's exactly how I would personally write a winning script, okay? Step one, you have to find someone that's doing well with your exact product, okay? So you're gonna go to TikTok and you're gonna search up your product name in the search bar, okay? From there, you're gonna press the live tab, okay? There's gonna be a bunch of tabs at the top and you're gonna press it and filter it to just lives, okay? From here, you're gonna find someone who's currently live with your product and of course, someone that's actually doing well, right? And you can tell if they're doing well by looking at the viewer count and the sale notifications as they pop up on the screen, okay? As soon as you found this person, we're gonna move on to step two. From here, you're gonna sit in their live for 5 minutes and you're gonna take a screen recording of their live. Once you have that 5-minute screen recording, you're gonna upload it into Uniscribe.co. If you don't know what this is, it's pretty much a transcription tool that allows you to upload videos in here and it will pretty much give you the exact transcript of the video. So if you find someone who's doing good on live and you take it over to Uniscribe, you can upload your file in here and it's gonna pretty much give you a full transcription of the live stream. Okay, so from here, you're gonna paste it into a Google Doc once you get the transcription, of course, and now you have a proven script that's already converting for someone else in real time, okay? Step three, you're gonna find 2 or 3 more people who are also doing well with the same product and you're gonna repeat the exact same process. You're gonna take a screen recording of it, and you're going to upload it into Uniscribe. You're going to take the transcription and copy it and paste it into a Google Doc, of course, okay? Once you've done that with 2 or 3 people, you're going to merge them together, right? You're going to take the best parts of each script, combine them, and simply just add your own personality to it, okay? Because you pretty much have a script that's built on what's already working and it's not something that you just made up from scratch and hoping that it's going to convert viewers into buyers, right? But the part that most people miss, and this is exactly what Bryant nailed on his first ever live, it's conviction, right? You can have the best script of all time, but if you're reading off of a script like an NPC or like a robot, people can feel that through the screen and they are going to scroll past your live, okay? But when you actually understand your product, when you actually believe in what you're saying, it's gonna be visible through the screen and ultimately people will buy, okay? This is the same reason why Will made $200 in a single day, why Vivian made $300 in a single day just a couple weeks ago, and why Mike made over $1,000 in a single day. It's all because of conviction, right? And that's what's going to convert viewers into buyers, okay? Moving on, I want to talk about what to do when you actually go live, okay? You've gotten your winning product, you've gotten your winning script as well, but this is where a lot of people leave tons of free money and free conversions on the table, okay? I call them the little things, okay? It's pretty much the difference between someone who's making $2,000 to $3,000 a month on TikTok Shop Lives versus someone that's making over $10,000 a month on TikTok Shop Lives. And I want to start it off with setup and background, right? Your live needs to look good. You don't need to go and get a whole professional studio in your living room or in your bedroom right now, but it has to look intentional, okay? When I was running Goalie Ashwagandha live streams, everyone else had a very plain and boring setup, right? They were just using an iPad and a bottle. So what I did to make myself stand out and to essentially counter position everyone else was I came in with 6 bottles of Goalie instead of just 1. I added a humidifier into my lives, and I also added LEDs in the background just to help with viewer retention, right? My live was genuinely the most entertaining thing on TikTok Shop at the time. That's the reason I would sit above 500 to 1,000 viewers on my TikTok Shop lives, just because of how good my energy and my setup was, okay? I was the #1 Goalie Ashwagandha live streamer for 2 months straight because of these little details, right? It wasn't just because of the script, it was because of these little details that I'm going through right now. Energy, conviction, and tonality, okay? I've already talked about conviction, but energy and tonality are just as important, right? A lot of people, even to this day on TikTok Shop Lives, are just plainly boring, right? They're very monotone. They're reading a script like they're a robot and they're half asleep and they're wondering why no one is buying, right? Your energy is very contagious, right? So if you're excited about the product, the viewer is going to, through the screen, also subconsciously feel excited. But if you're flat, they're going to get bored too, and they're just going to scroll away from your live, okay? And here is the important part. I'm not saying you have to be me, right? My angle personally is being super high energy, talking super fast, and just being super upbeat. People literally used to accuse me of taking this substance during my lives just because of how much energy I had. And I'm not even kidding. Like my competitors of my product would literally say I was taking substances to be more high energy than them, right? But that's my angle. It works for me. But your angle might be completely different, right? Maybe you're mellow, maybe you're conversational, maybe you're just super relatable, and that can work too. I've had tons of older students specifically who are not as high energy as me, but they're a lot more mellow and conversational, and that works too, okay? You do not have to necessarily go out there and copy exactly what I do and speak super fast. Your angle is what's going to make you stand out against your competition. So the key is to find your version of conviction and energy and not necessarily copy someone else's, okay? In terms of finding your angle, I've seen people who try to copy my fast talking, high energy style, and it just looks fake. And that's why it doesn't work, right? Because it's literally just not them. You have to be yourself, amplify it, and literally just own it, okay? Which brings me to this. Your angle is what makes you, you on the live. It's the first thing that makes someone choose your live over the 5 other people who are also going live with the same exact product, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is remembering why you're even on a live, right? This sounds very obvious, but it's pretty much the most common mistake I see on TikTok Shop Lives to this day. When you're on a TikTok Shop Live, you are there specifically to sell. That's it. You're not there to talk about your personal life, to talk about what you ate for lunch, or to make friends. You're on there to literally sell. So every time you go off script, every single time you get pulled into a conversation that has nothing to do with your product, you are essentially just hurting your conversion rate. Stay on script, stay focused. Every second on your live is a second that you could be making a sale. So don't get too off topic, okay? The next thing that's really going to make yourself stand out against your competitors is having live flash sales, okay? This is, to this day, one of the most underused tools on TikTok Shop, and it's completely free, right? You can simply shoot the brand a message and ask them to enable live flash sales for you, and then they're going to have a built-in timer on your stream where you can also set a limited amount in stock. This is naturally going to automatically instill urgency and scarcity, which are very important sales principles that are going to help with your conversion rate on TikTok Shop Lives, okay? Again, built-in urgency, built-in scarcity, okay? 2 of the most powerful conversion drivers in not only TikTok Shop, but in sales as a whole, okay? So if you're going live without a flash sale and your competitor is, they're probably going to beat you on conversion rate every single time, regardless of how good your script or your energy is, okay? Set up the flash sale, shoot the company a message, and get flash sales as fast as possible, right? Moving on, a really big key trait that's going to separate you from your competition is the consistency system, right? You have at this point in time everything you need to make money on TikTok Shop Live, but there's one thing. Just because you have one good live stream and you make a couple $100, that doesn't mean you're going to be mega rich and you can retire the next day, right? It's going to be consistency that does that, right? So the framework is very simple. You want to go live from 1 to 3 hours a day, every single day. That's exactly what I was doing when I hit my first $30,000 a month in profit. And again, I was a full-time college student. So I was also studying for my exams. I was also balancing my social life. And I was still, at the end of each day, streaming for 2 hours a day. And that's all I had to do to make $30,000 in the month, right? The reason lives are so powerful in terms of consistent income versus videos is because, again, with videos, you're chasing the next viral video over and over again. So you're in a never-ending chase. With lives, all you have to do is show up for yourself every single day and sell, and you're going to get paid on the spot. It's a lot more predictable. It's a lot more consistent. And it's a lot more repeatable as a whole, right? TikTok heavily rewards consistency. So the better you are at showing up every single day, the better they're going to treat your live. They're going to push more viewers to it as you be more consistent, okay? The students of mine that you guys see hitting hundreds and sometimes even thousands of dollars a day are not people who just went live once and expected a miracle. It's people who showed up every single day, consistently tested and adjusted accordingly, okay? This is pretty much what's going to happen with lives, right? When you follow everything I showed you in this video. Bryant went from posting videos for 2 months and made $200 total in 2 months of posting videos. He switches to lives, and on his first day of live streaming, he made $200, over $200, okay? And in his first 12 days, he made $2,500, okay? As you can see right here, constantly hitting winning days. Mike Mike was a pastor and he's also a school bus driver. He made $6,000 in his first ever month, and in his second month, he made $19,500. Okay. Ethan, who was a college student, made $10,000 in his first month, and he was a complete beginner. He had never done live streams. He'd never even posted videos on TikTok Shop. None of them had like some prior sales experience or some prior experience with content in any way. All they had was the system, the consistency, and of course they had me in their corner making sure they were doing it right. So that is the complete system. Let me just break it down one more time so you understand exactly what to do. First, you want to get your account to 5,000 followers so you can actually unlock TikTok Shop. From there, you're going to try to find a winning product using either the proof of concept framework or the golden egg product framework. Step 3, you're going to build up your winning script by studying what's already working and then simply just merging the best parts together and making it yours by adding your own personality and conviction. Step 4, you're going to go live 1 to 3 hours a day. You're going to implement all of the little things I talked about like setup, energy, angle, focus, flash sales, and obviously you're going to out execute and outwork your competition, right? In step 5, you're going to stay consistent. You're going to test, and test again, and you're always going to be adjusting accordingly, and that's it. If you follow everything in this video, there's realistically no reason you shouldn't be able to hit $10,000 a month with TikTok Shop Lives, because I've seen it happen for complete beginners in just 30 days, right? I've also seen it happen for people who've already tried posting videos and made nothing. This model works, and the only variable that determines how well it works is how well you actually execute, okay? Now from here, you have two options. Option 1, you take everything I just gave you and you're gonna go and implement it yourself, and you're just gonna figure things out as you go. And look, if you're disciplined and you follow this step by step, you can 100% actually make this work, and I genuinely wish you the best. Or option 2, you're going to work with me directly, just like all of my other students who you see hitting insane results, right? You're gonna get on a one-on-one call with me where I personally handpick your winning product for you. We're going to write your script out together before your first live, and I'm going to review your footage every single week to make sure you know exactly what to fix, right? Obviously, you're also going to get access to daily group coaching calls with up-to-date strategies and winning products that are updated every 7 days, so you always know what to sell. And of course, you're going to have weekly check-ins with me on a one-on-one call, and you're also going to have weekly accountability, right? The best part about all of this is that we have a money-back guarantee. If you go live for 60 hours a month for 4 months straight, and if you don't make your money back, I will literally refund you, right? There is no other TikTok Shop coach in this space who offers that, because no other TikTok Shop coach is doing what I am doing, okay? If you do want to work with me one-on-one, all you have to do is go to the link in the description, fill out that form. It takes like 30 seconds, and let's get you to your first $10,000 month.